We all face moments in life that test our patience. An argument, a setback, or even just an annoying inconvenience. How you respond in these moments shapes not only your day, but your entire outlook on life. Imagine this. A man is stuck in traffic, horns blaring around him, and his frustration builds. But instead of yelling or slamming his steering wheel, he takes a deep breath, reminds himself that he cannot control the traffic, and simply waits calmly. What's the difference between him and the person losing their cool in the same scenario? The answer lies in mastering your reactions. The ancient Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, knew that life would challenge us constantly. They understood that the way we react to these challenges is what determines whether we feel peace or frustration. Today, we're going to break down their insights and learn practical techniques you can use to control your emotions, handle stress, and respond to life's challenges with balance and composure. The nature of reactions. Let's start with understanding what reactions are. When something happens, a harsh word, an obstacle, or even unexpected news, our minds quickly interpret the event. That interpretation triggers emotions, and those emotions lead to reactions. For example, someone cuts you off in traffic. You might immediately feel anger because your mind interprets the event as a personal attack or disrespect. But in reality, it's just a car changing lanes. Your reaction stems from the meaning you've attached to the event, not the event itself. This is where the Stoic insight shines. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The Stoics taught that external events are neutral. It's our judgment, our thoughts about the event, that make it good or bad. Recognizing this is the first step toward controlling your reactions. Now, a common misconception is that controlling your emotions means suppressing them. That's not true. Suppression can lead to bottled up frustration and resentment. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge emotions but choose our response intentionally. Let's explore how to do this. Principle 1. Pause before reacting. The first principle is deceptively simple. Pause before you react. When you're in a stressful situation, your initial reaction is often automatic and fueled by emotion. Pausing gives you a moment to think, to evaluate, and to choose how you want to respond. Here's how you can implement this. The next time you feel anger or frustration bubbling up, take 3 slow, deep breaths. This simple act slows your heart rate and helps calm the emotional surge. If breathing doesn't feel natural in the moment, try counting. Start at 1 and count to 10 before saying or doing anything. This brief pause can mean the difference between an impulsive reaction and a measured response. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about self-control in his journal. He reminded himself that the mind has the power to override immediate impulses. Practice this principle consistently, and over time, pausing will become your natural first step in stressful situations. Principle 2. Focus on what you can control. The Stoics placed great emphasis on differentiating between what is within our control and what is not. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In any situation, there are 2 factors: the event itself and your response. The event is external. It's beyond your control. Your response, however, is internal. It's fully within your power. Let's look at an example. Imagine you're given a presentation, and midway through, the projector malfunctions. You could get angry and flustered, but that won't fix the issue. Instead, focus on what you can control, how you adapt. You might calmly explain the situation to your audience or continue without the visual aid. Here's a practical exercise. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, take action. This shift in mindset removes unnecessary stress and keeps your energy focused on what truly matters. How often do we label things as good or bad without fully understanding their impact? You get stuck in traffic and think, this is terrible. But what if that delay prevented you from being in an accident down the road? The truth is, we often don't know whether an event is truly good or bad. It's our perspective that assigns the label. The Stoics trained themselves to see setbacks as neutral events. Instead of jumping to conclusions, they practiced objectivity. For example, Seneca advised reflecting on challenges and asking, what is this situation teaching me? By viewing obstacles as opportunities to grow, you strip them of their emotional charge. The next time something goes wrong, try reframing the situation. Instead of saying, this is a disaster, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This mental shift helps you maintain emotional balance, even in difficult circumstances. Principle 4. Practice negative visualization. One of the most powerful Stoic practices is negative visualization. This involves imagining potential setbacks or losses before they happen. At first, this might sound pessimistic, but it's actually a tool to prepare your mind and build resilience. Here's how it works. Think of something you value: a possession, a relationship, or even a goal. Now, imagine losing it. This exercise isn't about dwelling on worst-case scenarios. It's about mentally rehearsing how you would cope. By doing this regularly, you reduce the emotional shock if the loss ever occurs, and you develop a greater appreciation for what you have in the present. For instance, if you're worried about failing an exam, visualize that outcome. Think about how you would handle it and what steps you would take next. This doesn't mean you're inviting failure. It simply helps you build emotional fortitude. Negative visualization trains your mind to remain steady, no matter what life throws your way. Conclusion: mastering your reactions isn't something that happens overnight. It's a lifelong practice, but the rewards are worth it. Peace of mind, better relationships, and a deeper sense of control over your life. Remember the principles we've covered. Pause before reacting, focus on what you can control, view setbacks as neutral events, and practice negative visualization. Start with one of these today. The next time life tests you, use it as an opportunity to practice Stoic composure. If you found this video helpful, let me know which principle you're going to try first in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe for more insights on living a balanced and thoughtful life. See you next time.